Nigeria today has experienced 21 years of uninterrupted democracy within its 59 years of independence. And as a famous quote describes it, democracy is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. For these reasons, the City Online News crew sought to find out from diverse stakeholders their assessment of the democratic journey so far.
In Nigeria, it seems power is fused. Ideally, we are supposed to have three arms of power: government, working, independent. But here, most of the time, we have the executive and the legislature working together instead of the other being a check on the other. So, if we are assessing how far democracy has thrived in Nigeria, then we should put that into cognizance. The fact that the state houses of assembly, the national houses of assembly, they do the bidding of the executives. Are they really portraying the interest of those who have elected them into that office? I want to differ from the majority that they are not.
I think I cannot see the future in a crop of our colleagues because we are just like the old cargoes. We are looking at the future of the younger ones that are coming. If they mean it, the future in the country for better. Actually, I've seen the potentials in the youth to make the change. Don't give them a stock characterization that generally they can do. There are quite a number of them that can do even better than the old people around. Moving forward, we have to imbibe the democratic tenets in the practice of democracy. We have to follow the rules strictly if we want it to be trouble-free. Like, for example, there will be primaries for local government election 2 days or 3 days time. But the process that is put in place for the primary does not look like democratic. If we can change for better, ask people to buy from, ask people to go and line up, ask people to go and select their people through democratic means, at the end of the day, people will emerge. If people will emerge, people will see the beauty of democracy through that process. Not that we go and do consensus of who are disgruntled, some people are fighting and the rest of them. So, in the near future, we want to do anything, we do it through democratic means. It will work well for us.
My take concerning the women, we are still left behind. Because if you look at what is happening now, politically, they use women and dump them. And in so many appointments, when giving out appointment, you find out that the one of the woman become a case. They will have to argue before you see them chipping in 1 or 2, 3 women inside. Because I will not say the 35%, the simple 35% we are looking for, we've not yet achieved it. 21 years in democracy today, we have not achieved the 35% we've been agitating for. So what will you say here?
I think in this 21 years democracy, the challenges we are getting in democracy in Nigeria is most of our leaders are not justified to their followers, but many are oppressing the followers. Followers will gather their egg in one basket and mix one among them who was powerless like them and make him strong. When he gets to power, all the promises, the campaign promises he made to them, he will turn back, he will fail them. No good road, no good drinking water into the communities. And when somebody is looking for a political position, he will go to one place to another and promise people that if you give him mandate, you elect him into power, this is what I will do for you people.
narrowing the dividends of these 21 years of unbroken democracy to the state level. Some Tarabans measured the scale from different angles.
You come down to the Taraba experience. In Taraba, we could say democracy is thriving. It's thriving in the sense that the judiciary that I happen to practice in, we've been given a free hand, not much interference from the executive arm, and in a very moderate way, we could say probably why democracy is thriving in Taraba State is as a result of the persons at the helm of affairs, especially the governor, who is a doctorate degree holder. I believe he is enlightened. And by reason of that enlightenment, you find out that he's more open to dialogue. He's more open to dialogue than using the force of his office or the force of law to have things done.
In fact, since look at it, our leaders, more especially the governor of Taraba State and the deputy, that the professions in their field, architect and engineer, by men seeing professions, they are Budu of Taraba. They are Budu of Taraba in terms of employment, appointment, and infrastructure on ground. If not because of the COVID-19, I know that the foreign investors, when they are put down on their policy, they are now in the state. If somebody is a good governance and democracy for the future hope of the youth that are coming up, if opportunity have been given.
Nothing has been done to the women, and even now that we are going in for the chairman election that is coming up in Taraba State now, we don't know how many women will be given the chance to play their own part too in the nation development. So many things. You want to talk now, they will say the men, the stakeholder, say they will not give it to the women. Women should go and stay behind. For what? They should try them. And when you try them, you get the best from them.
Democracy in Taraba State, 21 years, democracy in Nigeria. Our own in Taraba State. Today, Taraba State, in fact, I think it is only since this state has been created in 1991. The only good governor we were overturned to be is Pharmacist Ambaba, who have tried his best, but due to the plane crash accident, he did not end his time.
In all, the general consensus is that democracy remains the best form of government because it is morally the most justifiable, although some say the various democratic governments today can be improved. Iwesekunde Enoch, reporting for ZT News.